Hello, Latrice. This is Pamela Wilson Baker. I am sending a special message to you. I have been looking for some information from you about the promo. I did pay the $100 for it. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it is for someone like me who's retired. I have also sent you several emails, and I also explained to you my relationship with Missy Gossip for that very short period of time. If you go into YouTube and ask and say Pamela Wilson or Pamela Wilson Baker, all my videos will pull up. And there's two or three of them that she did like an interview. See, I had just met her. I don't even know how she knew I existed. But she ended up emailing me or was on my Facebook or something. Anyway, so she said that she was doing a story on Hala. And I thought that the story was just a real story because we all loved her very much. Okay, well, getting back to the main issue here. After Hala passed, there was an investigation. And the investigation led to Michelle and her group didn't give her the proper medical treatment. There's also several videos that people have, including myself, during that time when Michelle gave her some soup, and Michelle wasn't supposed to give her the soup. Michelle had everybody in the house taste the soup. Everybody said, "No, Mom, don't give her that. It's nasty. Don't give her that." I have that video. See, she was my first campaign with Facebook, so I took it very seriously, and I learned to love her. I mean, I just loved her to death. And anybody that's seen my work on Facebook and could and or even Missy Gossip for that matter, or if you do a little research on my YouTube stuff, you'll find a couple of YouTubes that reflected an interview. You needed to know this because I feel like you may have a little animosity against me because of I knew that Missy Gossip lady, but she was not a friend. She lives in Memphis. I live in Washington State. She just seen my name from somewhere, maybe something I posted, and wanted to know, was asking me questions about Holla. I had no idea that she was gonna go behind the scenes, and I didn't even know she was a blogger. Didn't even know what a blogger was. Remember, I'm an older woman, and I just got into this game. But my sister told me to be extremely careful because the people on Facebook are very messy, and I'm not a messy person, and I don't like drama. I hate asking you for the promo situation every once a week or every other however often I'm sending them to you, because I know you're getting them, and I think it's because you're not responding because of my relationship that I knew that lady. I'm the one that called you and told you that Missy Gossett was going to report you about that car, if you can recall. I'm the one that called you to warn you about her. So that doesn't sound like somebody that's up against you. And I worked on the aftermath of Hollis' death, and I know that they're very good friends of yours, Michelle and them. But Latrice, I'm here to tell you they did some wrong stuff. And I'm not going to go into detail because this is Facebook. And if someone gets access to this, it could open up a whole can of worms. I'm not going to do that, but I need you to believe me that there was a lot of stuff that was opened up. There's a lot of stuff that came out that you didn't even know about. Nobody knew what was going on, even at the last minute when the $14,000 or $15,000 came up missing all of a sudden out of Holla's house. See, there's a lot of little tiny things you don't know that I do. And it was only because she was my first campaign. I was real happy. I was real proud. I had no idea that Holly was going to bring this much attention. I didn't even know she was known worldwide. I had watched her because I don't sleep at night. I have insomnia. I was up late night watching her. And I said, maybe I can do her, see if I can do a campaign for her. So I sent Kendall an email, and I sent that crazy Mike an email, and he told me to go ahead on and if I needed approval for anything, just to ask him. and that was on through Kindle, on Kindle's. Michelle's husband, on he has his own web page. So during that time, I was able to access them, and so they knew. As a matter of fact, I think Michelle was the only one that was actually doing a campaign on her grandmother, and I just seen her and fell in love with her. So I cried for 2 weeks after she passed. I don't have a grandmother, and I haven't had one in a very long time. And I'm like the rest of them. I adopted her, and for her to be my first campaign was a privilege. The only thing wrong, it was just too short. I didn't get enough time to be with her. And even today, to this very day, I still get very upset about it. So you have no reason to be angry with me about anything when it comes to Holla. If anything, you should be calling me saying, thank you, Pamela Wilson Baker, for looking out for her. And thank you for letting us know that Michelle gave her soup, poison soup, that she wasn't supposed to have. Well, everybody thinks it was poison because she got sick 2 days later and she ended up in the hospital. Everything I'm telling you, I have confirmation on. Remember, I took every one of her videos. I've got tons and tons of videos, but I'm scared to post them because I'm afraid they might try to steal them from me. And that's all I have left of her. So, no, you are talking to someone who loved her dearly, more than I think, maybe sometimes I think more than their own grandkids. To tell you the truth, I think a lot of us felt that way. I donated money to the cause, and there's just, like I said, there's a lot of little things you don't know, and I cannot go into it over Facebook. I just need you to know that I haven't done anything wrong, and if anything, I would it would be nice if I could get a thank you from you if you loved her and cared for her as much as you say you did, because I was one of the people that went in and found out all the wrong things that were happening to her that I bet you don't even know about. So please, um, now that Missy Gossip Lady, she wasn't a friend. Like I said, she seen my information on Facebook or something, and she called me and wanted to know. She seen a lot of my pictures I was posting of Paula, and so I didn't know what she was a blogger at the time. As a matter of fact, she was on the phone with me. She drove down there to the funeral home and had me on the phone the whole time she was driving. And I think that information is on one of those videos. I am the innocent bystander here. I did nothing wrong, nothing at all. And I really do think that you should be saying thank you, Pam, for looking out for her and for making sure that things were on the up and up when she passed. Michelle and her clan, they were something else. There was things that you didn't see or hear. You cannot base a friendship on just a telephone call or maybe a visit or two. Friendships take months, years to develop. Real true friendship. Real true friendship. Not this, oh, I know her, or she's just an associate of mine, or Grandma Holla was a celebrity, so I'm going to hook up. No, 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 no. No. Friendship takes years to establish. You can meet a good associate and have a really good friendship with an associate. See, I'm older than you, so I have a few lessons that I can give you too, because I see you on TV. You know, I don't like you sticking toothpicks in your mouth, in your teeth. That's not ladylike. Now, you might say, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck. But if a person likes you, Latrice, they tell you the negative stuff. If they like you, they're going to share with you. They don't hold it back and make yourself look like a fool. A true friend will let you know wholeheartedly. I'm not a friend, but I've been trying to um, get to know you, even though it's corresponding through mail, because you were so fond of Paula. You know, that was one of my real interests. And then I started watching some of your videos, which kept me laughing. And a few days when I felt like crying. So, and I like you as a person. And the things that they say about you, oh, well, they're basing all that information on your skits. They're going off of your skits. That's not the real Latrice. That's not the real one. The real one is the one I see on TV that does things has fun with her kids, and looks after her grandma. We have a lot of things in common that I am not going to discuss on this tape. But I hope you get the tape, and I hope you pray about it. Pray and ask God about it. And I'm sure God will say, the young lady is okay. I am trustworthy. As a matter of fact, YouTube is putting my post up every day, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I know you. I'm thinking maybe it's because I know you, but I don't know. Either way it goes, I really, really do appreciate it, because I need all the help I can get. And no, I'm not an older woman trying to get rich or feeling bad about my life. I've had 3 or 4 businesses. I've bought homes. I've had a good life with a good income. And as a matter of fact, I drive a brand new CBR, a Honda, the big one. Mine's is red. I have posted it. Oh yeah, I drive a $40,000 SUV. So no, I'm not in your little group of older women or even younger women that are jealous of you. I don't like the word jealous. I would say maybe they're a little envious because they see how you're eating and dressing and having the extra money to do things. But I wouldn't say, well, there might be, because you got a lot of sickos out here. There's a lot of sick people, and a lot of them are calling you. You may not know it, or you eventually will know it once you get to talking to them. You know who the sickos are. And there's some out here that just love you to death and appreciate you. I can appreciate your openness. You know, I have been through some of the same things you have. I just don't want to go into it on this tape in the event that someone gets access to it. So if you're not going to do the promo, please just send back the $100. I hear you. I've heard you name a couple of other people that are big content digital creators, and I may have to ask around to see if someone else can do a promo for me. But I can't afford to come out of pocket with another $100. Like I said, it may not be much to you because you are wealthy, but for a retired widower, that's a lot for me. So if you're not going to do the promo, I sacrificed to send you the $100. Please send it back so that I can get help from elsewhere. I need help um, with my page, my business page, which isn't always up. But if you touch that little blue book, my children's book, if you touch that anywhere on my Facebook, it'll open up. It's in another screen. It's under a different name. But you know how they switch profiles? Because I'm still kind of new to the internet. There's a lot of stuff my husband taught me, but there's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to teach myself on my own. But it's on the another profile, Secure Kid, Safety Education, Fingerprinting Kit. As a matter of fact, I was sending your children 3 of them. There's nothing like them. They're in a class on its own. They have activities for the kids. You actually do their fingerprints. Your kids are at the right age where you cut their little pictures. Every year there's a place, it's called My Personal Profile, that you cut one of the kids' picture. Each child has their own book. Even you should have a book, and grandma should have a book. All of us should have one, as a matter of fact, in case something happens to us. We never know when something's going to happen to us and we'll come up missing. Well, the information could be applied to seniors and elders. So I'm hoping that you get this message. I'm hoping you really do. I'm hoping that you listen to this tape, and I'm hoping that you would have a heart, and maybe call one of your other big time creators. If you don't want to work with me, you could tell them you have a person that needs a little boost, you know. But please, there's no reason for you to be angry with me about anything. If anything, if anything, you should be saying, I'm glad you were there to check things out, to make sure that things were on the up and up, or whatever was going on eventually it got exposed. And if you love Grandma Hollis, well then that's all your concern should be. Not about Michelle and what her and them guys did. They weren't as nice as you thought. I'll put it that way. You gotta be a good judge of character. You gotta know what's real and isn't real. You gotta know when someone's being fakey and when someone's not being fakey. I'm sure you could tell by my emails that I am for real. You have read whatever you can find on me, and there's nothing wrong with me or anything. I'm not messy or anything like that. I just did this children book years ago, and I'm in retirement. It would give me a little extra income, and then I'm gonna leave it to my grandchildren. So that's all I wanted to say to you. You have a blessed summer. Please do the promo. I can use it. If not, will you please return the $100? I mean, I know you and I live a distant away, but we do look at the same Facebook and YouTube. And so if I write anything and your name's on it, they're going to read it. And I don't want to come across negative with you at all. I'm not trying to. I was hoping we could be friends or close associates one day. There's so much information I can give to you. But I'll let you and God be the judge of that. So anyway, you have my email because I've sent you several. You see where I post you in certain little, that when I post you, it's not for views, it's to get your attention. That's what I've been trying to do all this time. The last one I posted you and your grandma, I'm trying to get your attention because it's been a little while, and at least if you have a lot of people that you're trying to help, just say, Pam, I'll get to you when I can get to you because I have a lot of people. I'm only one person, but let me know something, just something in Messenger. It's Pamela Wilson Baker. So once again, I think you're neat. I think you're brave. I think you are, well, brave and courageous are the same thing. You've been through a lot, but you're one of the strongest women I have met. And you remind me a lot of myself when I was younger, because I've been through some things too. So I can really relate to your story. So anyway, that's all I want to say to you. Please take this message to heart. It was a lot for me to do this, but I'm gonna send you something once a week. I'm gonna post something until you could put it back on the Cash app. I did send you something, a receipt of the Cash app, because a month or so ago you were requesting them, and I'm assuming you have a bookkeeper or someone, an accountant. You're big enough now to have your own staff. You don't even have to worry about stuff like that. They could just pull it up just like that. So if you don't have one, you're still young enough to just do a lot of big things. I would highly recommend that you get one. And you can't always trust your friends, LATRESE. And also, I got my StreamYard. So I did get your StreamYard address thing. But I'm going to wait for a little while and see if I can talk to you through the StreamYard. It's for business, but it's a nice tool to have because I can reach a lot of people all at once. And my kits are at the book publishing thing, they're being revised now. So, and they're very, very affordable. And they're for adults and children. Once again, you need to get your grandma one too. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say to you. I'm going to try to put an ink strip in each kit because you got to use the ink to make the fingerprints. There's an actual fingerprinting card, and there's some other activities in there for the family and the kids. So once again, I'm going to let you go. I hope you get this. You're in my prayers. Your family are in my prayers. My family's in my prayers. And I pray for everybody around the world. And you continue to be strong. Stick to your guns. I've watched you growing in just a little time I've been listening to you. I see you trying to blossom. A woman starts blossoming around her 40s. So anyway, that's all I want to say. And I let you know that I love you, and as a sister in Christ, and I always will. And please, anything you got on your shoulder that's about me, just knock it on off, because It's not real. All right, sweetheart. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.